Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of Kim and Michael Get Renovation Ready. I'm Michael, behind the camera is Kim, and today we are doing window capping. Our first step is we need to box and frame in this window. What you want, I just got a piece of our aluminum capping to show you what we're doing, is that it needs to slide into this window piece here and bend around. And quick and easy like that, your window is boxed in and we can move on to the next step. So now what we need to do is get a measuring tape and a pencil, and we'll just use that part of aluminum capping that we've been using to show you what we're doing to write our measurements on.
That's not important.
You want this or a piece of paper, something to remember your measurements. So we don't have a piece of paper, so we're using this, Kim.
Okay, waste of a video time.
Measure from the window out, and you're gonna add a quarter for what goes into the window.
Quarter of what, Michael?
A quarter of an inch. You're gonna add a quarter of an inch to your measurement. So first measurement is 3.5 plus a quarter. This is usually always 2.5, but it's always safe to measure. 2.5 across, 2 by 3.
So you don't always have to frame it with 2x3s.
So what else can you use?
Anything. Whatever people want. So some people do 2x2s, 2x4s, 2x3s.
Right here is another measurement. That is 1.5 if you're using 2x3s. And then you're gonna add, you don't have to measure this next one, you're just gonna add 3 inches. Remember those? And then another important step, you're gonna measure from the top of your other piece to the bottom of your other piece, which is 44.5 on this window, and you're gonna add 3 inches, and we'll tell you why you're adding 3 inches a little later in this video.
Let's go cut our piece. All right, let me show you what I did here. So sometimes it's always nice to draw the angle, and then I wrote the measurements, so just remember what you're measuring for and what you're bending the aluminum for.
Now you rolled out your aluminum, and you're going to measure the full measurement of your piece, which was at 47.5. That was including the 3 inches. So then look at the other side. Mark it again. 47.5. Set yourself a straight edge. Something moving around. Thank you, Kim. And with your X-Acto knife, don't need to use a pencil. Just grab your X-Acto knife and score this 3 times. At least 3 times. And mark the mark. 1, 2, 3. You can take the sound off. Bend it. Now it's cut, and there's your piece.
So now your piece is long enough, but it's still too wide. So you're gonna add up all your measurements. So 3.25 plus 2.5 plus 1.5 plus 3 equals
47.5.
47. What?
That's so funny.
Wow, okay.
I was just
All right,
it.
so
3.75 plus 2.5 plus 1.5 plus 3 is 10.75. So now you're measuring out 10.75, marking on one side, marking on the other side, and then putting this in the break to your lot marks. To your break, to your marks. Perfect. Taking your X-Acto knife again. Shut it so it's nice and tight. The handle tight. Grab your X-Acto knife again. Score it again 3 times. 3. Put your X-Acto knife away. I'll stab you. Grab the handle. Bend it up. Like 90 degrees. Loosen it. Bring it out to the edge. Tighten your handle again. Bend it down. Like this. And then it should just break off. And this is the piece you're needing. Keep this piece for the other side. This will take that out to break. Now we're going to hold it to wrap around our frame. So you take your measurements. And the first one, remember, if you're paying attention, it was 3.75. So
before I bend it, I just want to let you know, when you're bending like around something, you're gonna use the inside of your aluminum. When you bend around, you're gonna measure on the inside and fold from the inside. When you're bending away from something, then you mark and bend from the outer side. I keep on looking at Kim just to make sure she agrees with what I'm saying.
So, very quickly, 3 3/4, line up your marks in the brake. Tighten it, take your brake, bend it up. And now you want to bend a little more than 90 because you want it to be tight, so grab onto your frame. A little more 90, boom, release it. From that mark on the inside is your other thing, so 2.5. So, boom. Now, 2.5. Other side, 2.5. Into the brake again. Again, so from the inside so you can see that it wraps around. Match up the marks. Mark your 2s, put it in the frame, fold it around, a little more than 90. Perfect. Stand and fold it. Now this is going to go away, and this is your 1.5 inch. Pencil. Boom. 1.5 inch on that side. 1.5 inch on this side.
I'm not gonna lie to you, at this point, I usually bend it and then I hand it to Kim and she does it. So I have never done these next steps. So what we're gonna do, and I haven't told Kim, is I'm gonna do the next step. She's just gonna coach us from behind the camera and I'm gonna learn right along with you.
Oh, okay.
Take it away, Kim. Show us what to do.
Okay, so you're gonna take your piece and line it up to the side. You're gonna keep a longer overhang at the bottom than the top.
Yeah.
You'll see why later, yeah. So now you're gonna mark out your top of the frame, inside of the top of the frame, and the inside of the bottom of the frame on your aluminum. So those squares that you're gonna draw with the set square and cut out, those are not needed for the final product.
Now take the set square.
Yeah, draw a straight line on the set square. Perfect, now you're gonna take your straights or your rights, whatever tin snips you like, and you're gonna cut that line. We need an X-Acto knife.
I have one.
Oh, perfect. You're prepared.
Now what?
Now you score the inside of the metal from your cut down to the end of the piece. I do that on the other side as well, but first just verify. So take your piece, put it on the frame again before you cut it out. Put the bottom in properly. Make sure your line at the top is right before you cut it. This is a time where you would make any adjustments if needed. Cut less off or cut more off. So how's the line at the top, Michael?
Pretty good.
Yeah, okay, so you can cut that out now. Okay, so once you have those 2 cuts in, you're gonna put it in the window, check your cuts. Now with your pencil, you're gonna mark the top overhang. So just mark it at the back where it overhangs. So now once you have your marks here, you're gonna cut that line. Now that you have the top and bottom cut, you're gonna place your piece on the frame. Now remember, there's a little groove in the window that you're gonna place that as you're going in. Now that your piece is in, you're gonna use your set square, line it up at the bottom of the frame on a 45-degree angle towards the inside of the window.
Like that?
Yeah, a little to the right. Make sure that it lines up to the inside metal edge, corner, and your outer edge. Okay, perfect. So now you're gonna score that like 3 times. back and forth so you have a nice finished 45 degree. Perfect. So now that piece can't go in first, but you're just checking to make sure it goes in. Perfect.
Show it off. All right, that's now you're gonna have to do your 3 other pieces, your bottom, your top, your other side, and just like that, follow those steps. Capping is all about water leak prevention. So when you install it, when you get the other 3 pieces, you're gonna put your bottom in first. So then your sides go on top of your bottom, so the water runs past your bottom, and the top will go on top of your sides, and then you'll have a drip guard.
Drip edge.
You'll have a drip edge, and then you'll have a drip edge. So water will flow past, and then instead of, it won't go in. After all 4 sides are in, you'll finish it off with some caulking. You'll put some little white screws in, hold it into place nice, and then your window will be capped just like this window here. That's episode 3. I'm Michael, behind the camera is Kim. This is Kim and Michael, get renovation ready. Thank you for watching, hope you learned. See you next week.